Previously on Deck of Many Aces.
And then I'm going to cast immovable objects on it.
I knew it! What are you doing?
Lifeboat didn't work. This is flying
lifeboat worked fine! It's there, it's in the water, you just gotta get in it.
Well, this is what we're doing now.
Toz, just get here!
I got a 19.
19, alright. You find, your personal effects.
That's a 17. I blunk.
Oh my god.
As you look down at your left hand, you realise the mottling that has been there is gone. Words start to appear. The key, and then there's a space. To help fix. Quartz. Cut. Space. Is quartz. And then you lose consciousness. Welcome to Deck of Many Aces, an actual play podcast made with actual asexuals. Varying levels of enthusiasm with those bwams.
You carried on for so long. It should be a shorter shock of bwams, I think.
Don't tell me how to
bwam.
bwam.
In your own way.
Life's candy and the world's a bwam of butter. Sorry, terrible referencing there. I'm Ellie. No, wait, that's the wrong bit.
Introduce the podcast.
I'm so sorry.
I'm Ellie. I'm the podcast.
I am the podcast. If you look on the podcast, it does say Eleanor Webster.
It's just a close-up picture of Ellie's face as the artwork.
Yeah.
It's just zoomed in on my nose as far as physically possible. We are a group of people who live on Ellie's face. No.
Oh, no.
Do you want to try that again, buddy?
We are a group of people who identify as somewhere on the aromantic and/or asexual spectrum, playing 5th edition D&D with a twist. Every character's past, present, and future is based on a card drawn from the Deck of Many Things. I am Ellie. Right way around this time. I use she, her pronouns. And I am your DM today, your demisexual malaise.
Ooh.
You think you okay, babe?
Yeah, I'm all good. Just thinking about words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, introduce yourselves,
I'm
please.
here. My name is Am. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Tosia Atherdale, the party Battlemaster fighter, who has 1 hit point. But I'm also very excited because last week, if you haven't heard, we officially announced that I've dragged Chloe onto my other podcast, so I get to hang out with her all the time. The
Yay!
House.
Did you say yay or gay?
I mean, both
Both.
would make sense,
Both.
but I did say yay.
Yay! I'm very excited, to be honest. I'm just glad. I think it's just further cementing RWD and Doma as, like, sister pods.
In like
Yes.
in like 3 years' time, the
It's
two
just gonna be
podcasts will just have a really big cast, and it will
One
be
mega
all of us
podcast.
plus Will and Luce, and that'll be
Did someone
both podcasts.
Did someone say Critical Role? Did someone say Critical Role size cast?
Oh, no.
Co-DMs?
Critical Role.
No.
Let's try and
Co-DMs?
organise 10
Yes,
people
please.
to do a session together. That's
I'm for 5. Oh, no.
I've played in a D&D group with 9 PCs before. It was
Oh
chaos.
God!
Are you sure you played in it and didn't just organise it several times?
This is true.
No, we had 4 sessions.
Damn. 4 whole sessions.
My God.
Playing in more than 4 whole sessions. It's me! I'm
That's sexy segue.
That was a terrible segue.
It is.
It was a great segue.
It's a terrible segue. I've never done one in my life ever. That's well done. Good? Yes.
That was impressive.
What are your pronouns?
Oh, buddy!
Hello.
Pronouns.
My name is Chloe. I use she, her pronouns. And I'm playing Raina, the bard, who is a sailor with the rest of the party that can't swim.
You sound like a robot AI randomly generating words.
That's how my brain works, Sam. But that's going about as well as you could expect it to go.
Well, we have no boat now.
Yeah,
so,
she tried very hard to patch up the boat. I even did some very brief research into how you would patch up said boat, and it did not work. So here we are.
It was all for naught.
It was all for naught. And here we are. So, let's go.
Living the dream. Living
Next
the
one.
dream.
Next one, go.
I'm Eiriol. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Delphi, the Growfolk Warlock, who uses she, her pronouns. And Delphi's nearly dead. I'm also semi-dead, but that's a different story.
Undead.
Actually, no, Delphi's not nearly dead. Delphi's nearly unconscious.
Oh my god, me too, twinsies!
Delphi's definitely unconscious.
Yeah.
Is it?
Delphi's definitely unconscious.
Delphi currently in the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
No, we got her back. We got her back.
Yeah. Yep,
Did we?
She did blunk back. She did blunk back.
But she
She
could
might
blunk back
reblunk.
again.
Was she in the ethereal plane to begin with? Who's to say?
Dun, dun, dun.
You're the dungeon master.
That's your
Me
job.
to say? Me say nothing. Hee hee.
Okay.
Hello, I am Katie. I use she, her, all they, them pronouns, and I am playing Morgan, who heroically saved the day last episode with her magic powers of magic and flying.
You did. To be fair, you did a really good job. And considering Morgan has had some less dignified moments, I think this was a real win for Morgan.
Morgan has never been anything less than entirely dignified.
Okay.
The silence speaks for
She gives
itself.
true.
And has one of those two.
Lest we forget the charm person debacle with what's her
yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Where you tried to turn back time on a deception check, and then yeah, that
It
was
escalated into arrest. Yes, I remember.
it's just yeah, that was fun. So what happened last time? Not arrest.
No, we
Shark.
have not
If
had a
we've
rest
ever
yet.
had a short or long rest, like mentioned on this podcast.
No rest here. We're always on the grind. You know it.
That
Girl
hustle
bossing
culture.
24/7.
Yeah.
No, God.
Maybe that should be our party name, the Girl Bosses.
No.
That's it.
Oh God, no. Good God, no. Sorry.
Well, we most certainly did not boss the fight that we had. All we're trying to
Speak
do.
for yourself.
The ship
I do
is
shot in the
is
shark.
sinking.
You're on one
That's the
Yeah.
definition of failure.
That
Neither
is
of the sharks have
pessimistic.
been killed. One of the sharks decided to leave. That's different.
One of the sharks is a coward.
Yeah, well, in fairness, when you are fighting a big old monster baby, then it's gonna run if it gets to a certain amount of hit points.
As we all love
Coward.
You telling me the shark was a baby shark?
No,
Yeah.
no, a baby shark.
Baby shark.
Stop.
Baby
I
shark.
will
Copy,
find
right?
you.
That was less than 16 bars.
Thank you. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off.
We're all on the
So-
floating rope that Morgan,
Morgan is-
magicked.
Piloting an immovable rod, with what? Tazia and Raina
And Afra.
Afra on it, and Delphi has just blunked back into existence and is floating. What's happening with the other crew members?
Can I
Just
get
out
them?
of
Are
interest?
we in initiative still, or are we out of initiative?
I'd say you are out of initiative.
I would
yeah.
like to like try and get them up onto the boat, or onto the rope before the boat sinks. There's 2 Kuatoas and a hollow one, or something
Yeah,
like
I will get them or get them all to roll athletics checks. I didn't bring my dice with me again.
Shall I
So
roll
I'm
for
gonna
you?
go-
Can I be the DM dice roller?
No.
Tell me
No.
what numbers to
Don't
generate,
take
and I
this
shall
up-
generate
listen.
them.
If you want to go get them, I can just DM the podcast for a bit.
I don't think you will understand how deeply I crave both power and affirmation, and therefore will not be relinquishing either my dice rolling abilities or my DM position. Thank you very
I
much.
mean, you
We'll
already
go back.
gave up the DM position a couple of times.
Shh. Do not speak of it. Do not speak of it.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't listen to those episodes. They are not for your consumption. They are secrets.
Spicy Forest,
Yeah,
not
that's why we
canon.
publish them on the internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
The forbidden episodes.
Ellie does not condone those episodes being listened to in any form. We're just waiting for dice, aren't we?
Yeah, we're just waiting.
I just have nothing to contribute.
Waiting for dice, my new waiting for Godot parody.
I'm back.
Okay, are we restarting the podcast?
I had to like ferry my dice over with very little grace. Ooh, cheesy creasy. So that's 1 6, 119, and a 9.
Can I help any of them out in any way?
Yeah, go for it. Which one are you helping out? So I think the hollow one is it manages to grab on, but the 2 Kuatoa are just both like
Bit short.
a little bit. They've got kind of noodly arms, yeah.
They can swim though, right? They're like
They can swim,
Little
but there
frogs.
is. Lest we forget, there is still a giant shark in the water.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we can swim, but we'd rather not.
That's
I did
fair.
give them names.
I'm gonna kind of, because I've got one, am I just holding onto the rope? Or am I like attached
Yeah.
to it?
You are holding on
In
to
that
the
case-
rope.
I'll wrap one arm around it and one leg around it and then kind of like stick out my arm, my leg and my trunk to see if any of them
Aw.
can grab onto anything.
Sweet.
While this is happening, I've gone to try and grab Delphi.
So they rolled a 3 the second time, so they're like trying to reach for you, but they're just too short. Let it be known that this podcast doesn't like short people.
Yeah, short people suck.
It's an act of self-hatred on Ellie's part.
Yeah, it is.
This is my true Napoleon complex coming through. Yeah, they're just like jumping and they're trying to grab onto the rope, but they like, you know, it's like their hands are just reaching for you and they miss, and as they kind of like jump up to try and grab you and then land back down on the ship, it kind of cracks a little bit, and you know, one of them, you know, kind of gets their foot sort of stuck in the like boards of the deck.
Oh, great! Now we have another problem.
What you doing?
I went
helping
to grab
Delphi.
Delphi before she blugs away.
Okay.
The only problem
So
with
I'm
that
not paying attention to whatever the crew members are doing because I'm focused on Delphi.
Raina, anything you'd like to
How
do?
high did you say the rope was above the deck currently?
Oh, good question. Katie?
I think one end's about 20 feet and the other's about 10 feet.
Well, it was on a diagonal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like so one end's about 20. The high end's about 20 feet and the low end's about 10 feet.
That's quite high.
Hi for people who are not tabaxi, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to like clamber down to the lower end of the rope.
Slide down like sliding down a banister.
I think that would hurt.
Yeah.
Rope burn is
Ow.
horrible.
Aren't you wearing
Raina
that? Not
probably
fun.
knows this and will not do that. She will climb and like jump off the end, or like from the end of the rope, so it's the lowest down that she can get, to try and sort of yank the one that's stuck out of the planks and like try and help like carry them or push them up towards Toz.
Okay, I'm gonna need
Boosting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a dexterity check. Or is it hang on, no, it's athletics for climbing. So an athletics check.
I do
for
have a climbing speed.
climb.
of
You do have a climbing
20 feet.
speed. That's true. What are the kind of parameters around that?
So unless it's like, I believe, I might be wrong, unless it's something that's like really difficult to climb, I can just climb things.
So you can't
Okay.
Spider-Man, but you can
Yeah.
get up a cliff face.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. Okay, so you're fine. Okay, in that case, you're trying to reach out to grab them. How are you doing that? Are you thinking strength, or are you thinking...
like literally jumping down from the rope onto the deck to pull them out and like push them up rather than trying to like reach down for them.
Okay, so you jump onto the deck and the wind is still howling, and at this point, this boat is like practically in the sea. The shark is not very far away from you at all. It's, maybe like 30 feet down, if that. Is that far? I don't know. I'm really bad at
30
spatial
feet
awareness.
is like
I shouldn't
6
be
of you.
a DM. That's not very far in the context of a ship, is it?
It's like a building deep.
Yeah. No, I think I'm just having a bit of a herbo moment.
Like one story is like about 10 feet.
The shark is close. The shark is close.
I understood that,
And
yes.
Imagine I am using actual distances and measurements to convey that instead of just words.
The giant shark
Okay.
is 30 feet long according to the standard 5e giant shark, so it is one length deep.
Yeah. So
Do you want me to roll?
you're just strength.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Can I do athletics, please?
You can do athletics. Yeah. I think you can do it with advantage, seeing as Toz is holding out her arm and her leg, so she's kind of helping.
Okay, well, I needed the advantage, but I didn't roll much better. It's a 14.
A 14 is fine. A 14 will do it. So you managed to grab the one that's just on the deck and just pick him up and deposit him to Toz, who managed to hold on. Then there's the second one whose leg is kind of stuck in the boat. Sorry, I fully just forgot how to English. Yeah,
I'll go over there and I'll be like, give me your hand, and try and pull them out of the deck.
Okay, that's going to need another athletics check, I think, because his
Strength, surely?
his foot is.
That one's an 80.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, it's athletics because she's fully just
I'm just
it's
pulling.
about yanking power rather than acrobaticsy. Okay, so you managed to get them out. I'm devastated now because I definitely gave these people names and I can't find them on my.
Yeah, I remember you
anywhere.
saying.
I'm so annoyed at myself.
Could they be
Where-
named Flotsam and Jetsam?
No,
No, because she's got someone planned for that.
I thought it might be
I've
that.
got plans. No.
But yeah, I'll do the same thing
I'm
with
gonna
the
say
other
these
one.
are squishy, 10 HP.
That's what we're trying to save them.
Where are
Yeah.
their names? Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing with the other one. Try and lead them over to the rope and up to Todd's, so she can ferry them up onto the rope.
Okay, so I think you just about managed to do that. So it's just all that's left is for you to just jump back onto the rope. So
Yes.
give me that.
I mean, if Todd would like to help, it would be helpful because 10 feet is high.
Yes, I would absolutely love to help. Is there any strength check I can kind of make to pull them up any higher?
I'm just trying to think. So this relies on both Raina jumping to meet you and then you also doing something to help her out. So if Raina is jumping up to try and grab
Yeah.
her, why don't we roll that first and then you can respond to that and see
Okay,
what you
that
can
sounds
do
good.
to help.
I got a 10.
Okay, so Raina, you jump, but because the ship is sinking further and further and the rope has remained in place, it's getting further and further away. It's more like a 15-foot jump now. And no matter, you've got this incredible tabaxi ability to just scale things, but it's just not quite enough. So Toz, Raina keeps jumping and she keeps missing just by a few inches. What are you going to do to try and kind of give her that extra bit of space so that she can grab on?
Sorry, I'm just trying to visualize it in my head. Could
Oh, sure.
I Yeah, I've already said I was reaching it out to try and help the other guys out, so clearly that's not enough.
Is there anything on the deck I could, like, grab and stand on? Like a barrel or something and jump from there?
Oh, I have an idea.
Isn't there a mast? Or did the mast get taken out?
The mast is still there. What are you thinking, Toz?
Could I flip my warhammer around so that I'm holding it near the top and leave the bottom out for her to grab?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Use
I
it
like
as a
that.
handle.
Yeah, the problem with
give
the mast
me-
is I don't think we're anywhere near the mast, and only
No,
Morgan
you're
can
not.
move the rope, and she's currently preoccupied.
Yeah.
With saving Delphi. Okay, so what kind of role would that be? That's a
Dex?
good question.
Strength, maybe?
I see why you're trying to go for strength. Can you give me a justification for strength?
Because I'm pulling her up and I'm trying to hold the warhammer steady. I don't think it's dexterity
Okay.
based. Maybe sleight of hand, but
She also has to
Fine.
keep herself on the rope, which is a
Yeah.
thing in itself.
Alright, give me a strength check then, please. Or an athletics check.
I'll give her athletics because that is +6. That is a 19. Does a 25 cut it?
So, as Raina, you help these people out and they get onto the rope safely, and then it's like when you kind of turned away to pull them all up, it's like you look back at the rope and it's just so much further away now. You take a running jump up to it, you reach and you miss, and you jump, you reach and you miss again, and then Toz holds out the handle of her warhammer and like leans down, and that is just enough. That gives you the little bit of extra sort of length, I guess, to be able to grab on. So you grab on to the warhammer, and Toz, you just hauling her up.
Yes, I'm holding her up, so I'm just gonna, I think, try and pull it in close to me, so I'm hugging it to my chest,
Sweet.
so that she could just basically like baby Bjorn me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Also, I just want to
Incredible.
say for Raina's sake, Toz is covered in so much blood. Like, the reason why she didn't do more to help is because she is just almost on the
Yeah.
verge. She's on the verge of passing out. She's not in a good place right now, emotionally or
God.
physically.
Raina gets up close and is like, you want help with that?
Yes, please.
Cure wounds.
Your wins.
Thank you.
Morgan turns up with the Delphi in tow, like, hello, is everything okay? Has anything dramatic happened? Has anyone had any like cool symbolic reaching out moments to each other that probably would look really cool on film, but this is an audio medium, so
If someone wants to make fan art of it, I'm really here for it.
Toz kind of turns around with blood in her eyes, and she's like, "I wouldn't know. I can't see."
So you've got 7 points of healing to clear the blood out of your eyes.
I'm on 8 out of 68 hit points.
I think I have a floating Delphi balloon in one hand. Is that
And I found the NPC names.
Please, could
Yay!
we find some? Oh yay!
have you found
Please, could
them?
we find some land?
There's some land over there.
I mean,
So,
you
did-
don't necessarily have Delphi in your hand, because Blink works in a way that means, like, Delphi comes back to do her action and then potentially disappears.
Well, we're out of
So-
we're out of initiative.
Yeah, but
now.
it's-
Blink
it's-
still
We're out of
runs.
initiative.
It doesn't. It's just like it's an initiative thing. But the idea being,
How long does it last?
a minute.
Okay, well, I would say at this point it's probably been about a minute.
She would have like blinked into existence for a second and then out again, like in and out every 6
Yeah,
seconds.
just
Yeah.
every so often, just be like.
Just like a flickering balloon, like a.
That does mean
Will,
that
will
Delphi.
you let me have successfully retrieved Delphi? Oh,
I do have to make death
benevolent
saves.
and
Though.
wise DM.
What were you saying, Eiriol?
I
Sorry.
do have to make death saves though, because I still haven't succeeded.
Make your last,
Oh God, someone
make
heal
another
her.
death save.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. That's an 8, so that's a failure.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Another one.
Another failure.
Another one.
No. I
Okay,
just haven't rolled yet. That's a
wait,
17.
hang
That's
on,
a
okay.
success. Delphi's
Yeah,
unconscious.
success.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're stabilized. You're not conscious, but you are stabilized.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my heart was in my mouth for a second there. I was
When
like,
you said another one, I was like,
hang
oh
on.
my god, that was another
No, that was
failure.
just me
Yeah.
saying I need to make another roll, not another failure.
Oh my god. Okay. So this is the state of the party. You are mid thunderstorm, an unconscious but stable Delphi floating alongside you like a strange balloon.
Can I reach Delphi?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, then she can have a cure wounds too. I'm gonna do it at second level because she is unconscious. Not that it would make much difference between.
Oh,
that
I
and
see how
Toz.
it is.
9 points of healing.
Cool, that's enough. Delphi,
That's so much better than it was before.
I'm just going to make one last blink roll to see if they get healed, immediately wake up and then blink away.
Oh my god.
That's a 20, baby, they blink!
No! What is... You've got to be kidding me!
I didn't
And then,
do that.
and
That
then they'll
was me.
blink back like 8 seconds later and be like, and end the spell.
Have we stopped this
Can
now?
we please find some land?
Can I see?
Yeah, please.
Webster, can I see some land?
Yeah, if you look over, you look sort of southwards, and you can see that the kind of the small island that the ship was sailing towards is kind of coming up, so it's not far for you to fly. Also, I would like to humbly rescind all earlier comments I made about distance, because I looked at the map and I looked at where I am imagining this island would be, and it is way further out than a day's travel, so
Yeah.
it's probably
That's
been a
what I
couple of
thought.
days.
So we're
I'm
going to be going for
sorry.
like 3 days then.
I
Ellie
was.
is wearing the dumb hat.
It's alright. This is the Ellie doesn't understand how boats work couple of episodes, and that's fine.
This is the Ellie is not a woman in STEM, and there's a reason for it.
I do want to commend us all, though, how we all knew where the original island was, but we were like, okay, DM, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Big love. Thank you for putting up with me. I appreciate it.
It's fine. We had a couple of days of just sea, and then we
Yeah.
got there.
Seafaring, sea travel. Okay, so yes, there's a small island. It's not much more than a sort of craggy rock, really, as you fly closer towards it. But Morgan, if you would like to, you're able to fly towards it and deposit the party down.
Yeah, I would like to grab one end of the thing, make sure everyone is holding on, and then tow it over.
While this is going on,
Yes.
can I insight check Afra?
Yeah,
Ooh.
go for it.
Because I've told you all my theories.
I don't think you told me your theories, but like,
Oh.
I'm intrigued.
I think the way Afra was acting when we got attacked makes me think that this curse, she's like very specifically cursed, and I'm suspicious. And I got a 14 plus 1, that's a 15. So is she like, does this seem like this is a kind of thing that's happened before to her? Or is she just like
Yes.
scared? Yeah.
I mean, she
I
literally
knew
said
it.
it, didn't she?
Yeah.
She's looking kind of not like traumatized, but she is looking a little bit she's looking pretty traumatized, and she's looking scared, but she's looking guilty, but not in a child who has like stolen sweets and feels bad about it way. More like in a, when like you, I don't know, accidentally step on someone else's foot and you feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
That. English is not my language today, clearly.
Tozia will remember this.
Tozia will remember this. Yeah, so it's, she looks guilty, not as if she is has done harm and feels remorse for it, but rather that she wonders if this is her fault. Hey everyone, it's Ellie here. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, please consider checking out our supporter Acast link. This is like a virtual tip jar where you can just give us a little bit of a thank you in financial form. We obviously accept thank yous in non-financial forms, and you are in no way obligated to do this. It would just be a nice cool thing. All the proceeds of that go towards things like making a web domain, investing in merch, and also compensating the lovely, lovely PCs that I have on this show, because they're great, and they deserve all the love and all the riches in the world. You can find that at supporter.acast.com/deck of many aces, with spaces in between the words. There's also a link right at the bottom of the episode description. Also, do you have a podcast, TTRPG product, or Twitch stream that you think that the listeners of this podcast might be interested in? If you do, then why not use this space to advertise it? If you're interested in advertising your product here, get in contact with us at deckofmanyaces@gmail.com. Enjoy the rest of the show!
Can I march over to Afra and just be like, why the hell do you have no spare sailcloth in your hold? What are you expecting to do if you get a hole in the sail?
Well, I used the spare sail to make the sail that was on the ship.
Then why didn't you get another one?
Well, it's expensive, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, we paid you. What are we paying you for?
Yeah, but I know, but like, you know, profit margins and things, like, I've got to have some money at the end of it.
I don't believe this.
Well, actually, whether we're paying you depends very much on whether any of these bags that we have between us actually contains our cash. Do we...
From farther down on the rope, Tozzie's going to be like, I don't think you're getting paid the second half.
What? Hang on, that's not fair. It's not my fault there was a giant storm and giant sharks.
Weren't you supposed to be keeping storms away?
Tozzie's giving her the stink eye.
I never said that. I said I can't guarantee fair weather, because no sailor can.
Well, I've still got to see evidence of this said storm magic from you, so...
You said, I think she said... Did you not say, like, an affinity with storms or something? Which I suppose could mean attracting storms. Is that what you mean? That you attract storms? That's
I think that may have been the small print.
Anyway, are we all on the land now? Are we all on?
Yeah, I think
feet on the ground.
Been safely deposited.
That was quite a bit of flying.
As long as you stop levitating Delphi, they'll last. But right now they're just like floating.
Delphi, would you like
Just
to stop
vibing.
levitating you, or would you like to continue enjoying?
No,
the
I prefer to be on the ground. They're just like,
Okay.
you know, like in the kind of space films where they're just like slowly rotating in the air in various directions, and they're like, I
will
have
allow gravity to work on you again. There you are.
Well, hang on, you were all going on at me and about my sailing abilities. What about her? She disappeared into nowhere and then came back and then disappeared again.
Yeah,
That
Del-
was
That's
intentional.
normal Delphi stuff.
you say it's normal Delphi stuff, but she ain't never done that before.
It was
No, but if
intentional.
anything weird happened to someone in our party and it was specifically Delphi, I'd kind of be like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Maybe
not
that
overly
happens with
worried, but
Growfolk
like Delphi,
sometimes. It's kind of a bit rude to assume that everyone has to remain on this plane of existence all the time. Like, that's kind of...
I don't think
Culturally
that's a
insensitive
wild
of
assumption
you.
to make.
I'm sorry, Afra. Sometimes I don't know what these people are talking about.
Me neither.
Oh, well, you see, sometimes we just like to egg people on.
What's an egg?
Okay.
Good question.
Okay, we'll deal with that one later, I think. Well, does anybody else need more healing? Tozia? Delphi?
I
Yes,
still
I'm
feel
fine,
terrible, but as this just appears to be a small craggy rock, I don't think we're in any imminent danger. A rest may be most appropriate.
Yes.
Can
think
we
you're
have a
right.
look at what we have now? Can we do some inventory?
Alright, alright.
Can everybody roll me a d10, please? And Tozia, roll with advantage because you specifically went to collect your stuff.
So she's biased for her own stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course she
Have
is.
you
It's
met-
Toz.
Yes, it's Toz. Sorry, but it's the truth.
I rolled
I got
10.
I got an 8.
Oh, nice.
I got a 7.
7.
I got a 4.
Oh, Morgan, no. Okay.
Oh, I brought this on myself, didn't I?
So let's go around. So, Tozia. Actually, let's start with Raina. As Tozia hands you your stuff, you look through the bag, and you realise you have everything. She managed to pick up everything that you own.
Of course she did.
including-
Raina has her bag very tightly packed and well organised.
Exactly, including some things that you honestly thought might have been lost at sea. Things like your costumes, because you're a bard.
I so
And-
forgot I had those. I don't even know what they are.
You've also got a small little piece of mosaic that you put on your character sheet at the very beginning that has not come up yet.
Nope.
God forbid we lose the piece of mosaic and the...
Hey, it has sentimental value.
Someone sounds sensitive.
So, Tozia rolled an 8, right? So you're looking through all of your things, and the things that are important, you've managed to keep hold of. You've still got your mother's letters.
Yeah.
You've still got your family portrait with you, your father, your mother, and your younger brother. And you've got your family crest. You've also got the biscuit tin, which the lemon biscuits came in originally, although I think they're probably quite depleted in rations at this point.
Oh, it's empty. It's just like, you know, a sewing
It's full of
tin that
sewing
you reuse
supplies.
for like cake and biscuits. That's kind of the vibe.
Well, it's kind of a shame that is the case, because as you search through your pack, your heart sinks as there are 2 things that are distinctly missing. The first one is all of your rations,
Cool.
and the second thing is Iona's crest that she gave to you, that you said you'd look after.
Can I just like go and stand with my head against a tree for like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
She just needs a moment. She's fine. It's fine.
Is she communicating that she just needs a moment, or is she literally just walking over?
She's just gonna go walk over to a tree and just lean and put her head on it and just close her eyes.
Toz, you right?
I need a minute. I just need a
Okay.
second.
Well, we're
and-
here if you need us.
She mutters a stream of curse words that I'm not allowed to say on air.
Okay, Delphi, what did you roll again?
7.
7. Did you actually send me the list of 10 things?
I sent it on.
That it did come
Facebook.
through!
Yeah.
So you have almost everything. Most notably, you've got your. I think I was going to ask you this out of podcast, but I'll ask you in podcast. Are the books your like journals?
I think
Your-
they're just a collections of like scientific journals, and well, there's like her writings and like recordings and things like that. It's mainly like sciencey books that she kept for her old job and just has on her for fun.
Sweet, yes. It still
Why
sounds
else
like
would one have
notable
a book?
observations and yeah, kind of scientific findings. So that's all in there. The things that you've lost, honestly, are not too big of a deal. There's some ink that you've lost, which you'll be able to purchase very easily, provided you get back to the mainland at some point. You've lost a dagger,
Okay.
which I don't think you have ever used.
Nope.
And most tragically of all, you have lost your spicy veg.
No. Not
Everyone's
the
gonna
So she's
Stop.
also lost food? We've had
Delphi
people
Yeah.
didn't have any
lose their
food on her. Other
Yep.
than the spicy bit.
Sorry, pals.
Yep.
This is
Life's
rapidly
hard
turning into a
when I'm-
survivalist scenario.
Tozia is like talking to herself, being like, I eat plants. I mean, my ancestors ate plants, so you know, I can eat this tree. It will be fine.
Just starts
Morgan.
biting into the bark like, this will be nice.
Morgan, you rolled a 4, right?
Yeah. Don't take all of my stuff. Take some of my stuff.
I'm not gonna take all of your stuff.
I think we have established that luckily she has tied some of the essentials to her belt and other things she just had on her anyway. So she's got her spell book, she's got her arcane focus, a little bit of cash, she's got her gravity gun, but other things...
I do feel very bad that Katie, who is objectively the least willing to lose stuff, has lost the most of her stuff.
I know.
I've done things slightly differently for Katie. So everyone else, I had a list of like 10 individual items, but for Morgan, because she has 4 sort of separate bags of things, we just kind of put the bags into a table and kind of saw which one she would randomly lose. So, Katie, can you tell us what was in the contents of bag 2?
Bag 2 contained some writing equipment and a forgery kit, and it also contained 100 gold pieces.
Oh no!
I lost bag 2.
Yeah, you've lost bag 2.
Okay. Luckily, do I have bag 1 though?
You still have bag 1.
That has food in it! Way!
Yay! Yeah, I was going to say...
I have 350 gold, so you know...
And this is kind of Morgan living up to her Deck of Many Things card, which is the Ruin card.
Yeah, just losing stuff.
So you're just losing money,
so
like it's going out of fashion.
GP,
Goodbye 100
goodbye
GP.
writing equipment and goodbye forgery kit.
So, now that you have taken inventory, you've got this very hostile-looking rock. Raina, you recognise it as if it was only a few months ago that you actually came and visited it in the first place, because kind of in your sort of perception of time, it sort of was only a few months ago. It's a large rock / small island that juts out of the water, and it kind of leads up to a summit, which, Raina, you know that this is where the pool with the strange crystals was. It was at the summit of the rock. The kind of the beach that you've been sort of deposited on has this black sand on it and a few sort of slightly scraggly looking trees, and as you look up an almost like a natural coastal path, you can see that the vegetation is kind of scarce. It's sort of close cropped, sort of kind of mosses and things on the ground, but not much proper vegetation, and there are a few trees that are kind of scarcely dotted around, that become slightly thicker and thicker as it kind of descends into a forest. What are y'all doing?
Have we had a short rest now? Is that what we said?
I'm gonna stay by my tree till someone comes to talk to me.
Oh. I tried to come and talk to Toz and she said go away.
Yeah, she's like, I need 5 minutes. She's gonna wait until she sees the group decide to do anything, otherwise she's gonna sulk.
Did we say that we've had a short rest?
I think now would be a very good time for a short rest.
Yeah.
Then we will take a short rest. Does my second wind I regain on a short rest? So what I might do is just do my second wind before we take the short rest and metagame it. Is that allowed?
Is second wind something you have to do in combat?
I think it's just a bonus action.
Yeah,
I don't think it specifies in combat.
No.
I'm gonna look. If you want to say I can't do it, that's also fine.
I think that's slightly broken in this circumstance.
You use your hit dice, babe. You got hit dice.
Yeah, I've got 7. I'm gonna use 4 of my
Can I
7
get
dice.
some of my
Before
hit
you
dice?
Before you all roll your hit dice, I'll do my Song of Rest. I've literally never done this
Yes! Oh my god, I forgot about that.
So then, sorry, Eiriol, what were you going to say?
Before I short rest, I have a spell slot and I gave my spell slot, so I'm going to make the game exciting. I want to go up to... Oh, I can't remember her name now. Or their name.
Afra?
Afra. And be like, Delphi's just gonna go up and be like, "Are you cursed?" Not in a bad way. Like, do you have an actual curse, or are you just unlucky?
What? I don't know. I don't think I'm cursed.
From the tree on the other side of the clearing, Tosh is going to be like, she feels guilty about the storm, like it's her fault. I can tell. There's something she didn't tell us, and it's the reason we're stranded on this stupid rock. And I lost all my food.
I've got some food.
Okay,
we can
Tars.
share.
And then Delphi is gonna cast remove curse on them.
Oh, spicy.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want the
Can
description?
you? Yes, please.
At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, it could. But so it's just all curses affecting the creature end.
Sweet. There's no like roll or anything.
What, like to any level of powerfulness?
Okay. She like. What does this look like for you? You just pat her on the shoulder.
No. I think Delphi I think she grabs the top of their head. Not like grab, but just puts her hand on it, and then is concentrates her a bit, and sort of flicks her hand very slightly, in as if it's catching on something, and then pulls it away and is like, did that do anything?
As you do this, you kind of while you're kind of concentrating, you can see in your mind's eye, just for a few seconds, you see a ship and a massive storm, but you can kind of tell that this storm is not a kind of normal natural storm. It crackles with this arcane energy. Lightning seems to erupt within the storm clouds in different colours, like blues and pinks and greens, and you kind of, in this sort of POV, you look back down and you can see fast approaching a ship with black sails and a skull and crossbones on it, and then like that it's gone, and you say, do you feel any different? And Afra kind of shakes her head a little, goes, I don't think so. What did you just do to me?
Oh well. And then Delphi will walk away. We'll see.
I feel like I had a headache or something, and it's gone.
That's probably it then. You might have just been cursed with a headache, but it probably is more than that. It happens to
Right.
the best of us.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I guess. I'm so confused.
It's all
I
right.
can't believe that Delphi just has fix the plot spells. Just
Yeah, you know.
Bold of you to assume this is plot.
Remove curse. That's second level spell.
Ellie's making everything up as she goes along.
I just remember in the bit where there was a big door riddle and we had to solve the riddle to get to the door, and
Yes.
Delphi just casting knock on it.
Knock.
I was going to say, Tosia kind of is now, she's at the point where she's lying down on the stone on her back looking up at the sky. And she's like, Raina, please, can you do magic now?
Oh yeah, of course. I thought I'd play a song. Might help. And I'll do my song on first. I want to play.
Do you know Wonderwall?
Insert opportunity for Chloe to make new music.
I know. I've got my flute. I'm gonna play.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's
I
better.
have literally not done this in a year,
Oh, yeah,
and you
go
guys on Discord won't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, surprise audio. Okay, everyone shush.
There we go. Little song.
Every day I marvel at your creative skills.
What, mechanically, what does that mean for us?
Anyone that can hear it, friendly creatures can. If you spend one or more hit dice to regain hit points, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6. hit points.
Wow.
Yay!
And I am going to do that too.
Cool. So I'm expending 4 of my 7 hit die, and then I get the extra d6.
Yes.
Okay. I
Sweet.
am not taking any healing or rolling any hit die because I lost no hit points in that whole battle.
Oh my god.
Die!
But I am using my arcane recovery to get a couple of spell slots back.
Okay, I got 32 hit points back, which boosts me up to 40.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I'm on 43 now.
I am on 29.
I'm over half.
Yay!
Nice. And what was yours, Morgan?
Morgan hasn't expanded
Oh,
any.
full.
I don't need
Because-
to.
She's good.
Yeah, I've got 2 of my second level spell slots back because I spent them all.
I
But,
got all of my
otherwise-
spell slots back. Haha. Warlocks, baby.
Warlocks, baby.
Just during the short rest, I want to sidle up to Afra, probably after what Delphi has done.
Okay,
and
cool.
just-
So,
Yeah, like very quietly, just be like, Afra, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to answer it very honestly. Do you think you can do that?
roll me a persuasion check.
God, I haven't even asked a question yet. Just asking a question. 23.
Alright, I'll try. What's the problem?
Are you a pirate?
No! What? No! Why do you...
Okay, I just wanted to clear it up because you see, I can't do with no pirates, and I had a bit of suspicions because this don't exactly seem to be the most uptight operation. So I was just a little suspicious. So now you know where I am at, and I know where you're at. Well, I don't know where you're at, but at least you're not a pirate. I guess I'm going to choose to believe you. You know, I think it's a show of good faith. You know. So,
I'm
yeah.
sorry about the ship and everything. I know I should have done some other things, and I should have got the sail, and I've never really done this before
I know. It's not your fault.
by myself.
It's not your fault. These things happen. Often, not quite at this level of destruction, but these things happen. You know, so all we got to do is keep surviving and keep up what we're doing, and hopefully there'll be someone we can hail going past that we can.
Do we have a messenger ravens?
Hello, Morgan. Are you joining this conversation?
Oh yeah, was this a private conversation? Sorry.
It was a bit of a private conversation, but it's okay. We've done a private bit. You can join now.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. This isn't nothing to talk about, is there?
No, nothing to talk about. No, we're just, passing the time.
There's two
just
girls
by the-
being pals.
By the way, Afra was definitely looking very weepy.
Oh, Raina's gonna subtly sort of take her hand and squeeze her hand comfortingly, to try in a way that Morgan can't see, hopefully. So Morgan, messenger ravens, yes? That was your idea?
What do we have those?
Oh yeah, we had one. We gave one to Bastet, but we still had the normal one. I think Toz has it, but I think Toz ain't having the best time right now. I'm not sure why. She said to leave her alone, but it's been quite a while, and now she's on the floor. So,
Toz, are you good over there? Are you okay?
Not really. You guys, I lost eye on this quest.
Oh, well, that's
God.
a shame. We can buy you another one.
No.
oh, Morgan,
No, we
no,
can't.
that's not how that works, Morgan. No.
I also lost all my food, so Delphi, in a few hours you might start looking really delicious.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
That's still cannibalism,
Elephants
buddy.
don't eat trees. You know this, right? Elephants,
They actually do, I think, in real life.
yeah, but not like fruit. Yeah, they don't, and they eat leaves. They don't just eat wood.
No, I know.
They destroy baobab trees in real life because they tear.
She's being dramatic. She's just being dramatic. She's a dramatic little
Well,
baby.
keep your drama out of without cannibalism, please.
I'm trying to look at the spells what I have that might be
what you have.
helpful. Do you reckon casting enlarge on food would increase the amount of food enough to actually like?
Huh.
Oh, it only lasts up to a minute, so you probably eat the food and then it would be smaller and near it again.
Yeah.
I can levitate the food.
I don't think that's going to help, quite frankly.
I can curse the food.
Well, I've got 5 days worth of food.
I got 10 days
so
for me.
You got 10 days, so that's 15 portions of food total. There's there's quite a lot of us, isn't there?
Yeah,
that's going to be 2 days, probably.
Okay, well let's.
Not including Delphi, because
no, Delphi can eat normal people food. It's just not very good. Yeah.
Okay.
For short
She's just, like,
time,
lactose
she
intolerant.
just gets like vitamin deficiencies if she doesn't.
I have some gold. Is gold edible?
No.
Yes, but not. It doesn't give you any nutritional value.
Totsu, can we get that raven out and send a message to Bastet telling her where we are and that we need assistance, please, and that we're very sorry about that fact.
Okay, Toji's gonna sit up and like fish around in the pack and get out the raven and just kind of, you know how like you can kind of throw cats and they'll be fine?
Yeah.
In the same way, she just kind of gently flings the raven at Morgan.
Okay, I don't actually know how these work. I don't think I ever used them. I'm saying that out of character now.
It's basically ascending, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
just
sending works.
You've got 25 words basically to send a message, and then Bastet can reply, but obviously it's going to be delayed because it's.
Did we show Bastet on the map where?
Yes, you did, I believe.
Where the island is?
I'm saying like a lot of cloud.
Tuz is like, presumably we have map coordinates, do we not?
Yeah, I could give her the coordinates.
How many words do the coordinates take up?
Oh, good question.
I'd say it's a. Oh no, because we're saying the numbers out loud. Oh no, okay.
Well, what if I've got one, I could send a message to Bastet magically.
I won't make the numbers and each individual words because that's so cruel.
Okay, good. Then we could just do the raven.
Can we say that we showed her where it was on the map beforehand, so she has that already?
I think you probably would have.
Yeah.
I think you did. You definitely mentioned that you were going to visit the island.
She knows where we're going.
Well, yeah, but like we're going to visit the island, and this is the map coordinate where you can find the island, and not the same thing. But oh, let's see, 25 words. Okay, what are my words? Big sharks killed boat on small island now. Please send help. We have not enough food. Look out for sharks. Sorry about this, all Bastet.
That sounds like you're signing it off, Bastet.
Yeah, bastard. Okay, is that the full message?
That was 25 words.
Fantastic. Just give me a second.
But establish that even if she sends something right immediately, it's going to take a couple of days for them to get here. So that'll be fun.
I mean,
Does it look
presumably,
like stuff we can scab in?
while we're waiting for her reply, we can go and investigate the area that we are where we were looking to be.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I know.
so we can go and see.
Yes.
Whether we have enough food.
As you send this raven out, it sort of tilts its animatronic head as it's listening to your message, and then it ruffles its sort of little metal feathers and begins to take off north, where where you've just come from.
If it gets eaten by a shark, I'm going to be so annoyed.
As it begins to fly away, something small flies out of the shrubbery behind you, pierces it, and it falls into the ocean. as you turn to, well, if you're turning, I suppose. I'm not going to assume that you are going to turn.
Yes, we're turning
yeah,
around.
yes.
You can see 2 pairs of eyes staring at you from the bushes.
Aces is Am Chisholm, Eiriol Evans, Ellie Webster, Katie McLeod, and me, Chloe Elliott. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Deck of Many Aces, or tweet at us with the hashtag Doma. If you are able to, we would absolutely love it if you could leave us a review on Podchaser, on Spotify, or on Apple Podcasts. We love hearing what you have to say and interacting with all our lovely, lovely fans out there. If you enjoyed the soundtrack to this podcast, written by little old me, you can find the whole thing on SoundCloud, and you can find the music from the main campaign on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, wherever you get your music. We are all incredibly busy people, as you can tell, because you can find us all over the internet, starting with Am, who you can find on A Rendezvous with Destiny. They are about to start their final season of Campaign 1. And in fact, they have a little teaser of a certain new campaign for Campaign 2 with a new castmate, which is only going to be little old me once again. We're going to play Bite Marks in the new campaign of Season 2, releasing in October, but you can listen to the character creation episode now. You can also find Am on the Date Night Drive-In, a podcast where her and Will, her boyfriend, review the top 100 films on the IMDb list. Not only that, you can find her on the Defectives Club, a Brain Adventures campaign which is releasing on the 31st of May. They are using the Bubble Gumshoe system, and I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. You can also find me other places in the internet. You can find me streaming games on Twitch 3 times a week on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at twitch.tv/Chloe_with-the-flow. You can also find me on Dragon's Duel on Mondays at 9 PM UK time, playing in the Shattered Realm. That is streamed on Twitch and also can be found after the fact on YouTube and as a podcast as well. Now, you've already heard about our supporter Acast link, so I won't tell you about it too much, but anything you can give is massively appreciated. It all goes back into the podcast and making sure we can do exciting new things like merch and all these things that are in the woodworks that hopefully will be out to you at some point. The next episode will be out on the 27th of May, so we will see you then. Have a nice week. Bye!